We live in a world of snapshots. We see a face, and we think we know the heart. We see a suit, and we think we know the character. We see a scar, and we think we know the history. But you are being lied to. Every single day, your eyes are deceiving you. Welcome back to Shadow Mastery. Today, we are dismantling the greatest trap of the human mind, the habit of judging the book by its cover. Think about your own life for a second. Think about the things you carry that no one sees. The battles you fought at 3 a.m. while the world was sleeping. The dreams you've buried because you were afraid of being laughed at. The kindness you've shown when you were at your breaking point. Does your cover show any of that? Probably not. Most people see you as a coworker, a student, a stranger on the street. They see the you that is convenient for them. They don't see the fire. They don't see the shadow. And if they are doing that to you, you are doing it to them. Judgment is a wall. Understanding is a bridge. Today, we are going to tear down the wall. Why do we do it? Why is our first instinct to label someone as good, bad, successful, or loser within 3 seconds? It's an evolutionary glitch. Thousands of years ago, if our ancestors saw a shadow in the tall grass, they didn't have time to wonder if the tiger was having a bad day, or if it had a traumatic childhood. They had to judge. Danger, run. But we aren't in the jungle anymore. Yet, we still use that same primitive brain to judge a person's worth based on their shoes, their accent, or their social media profile. When you judge by the cover, you are living in survival mode. You are reacting, not responding. A master of the shadow knows that the truth is rarely on the surface. The truth is hidden in the depths. When you label someone, you stop looking at them. You look at the label. If you label someone as arrogant, you will miss their moments of insecurity. If you label someone as weak, you will miss their moments of immense resilience. You become blind to reality because you are blinded by your own assumptions. Story 1. The Quiet Man. There was a man in a small village who never spoke. He lived in a shack at the edge of town. The children called him a ghost. The adults called him a failure. They judged his cover, dirty clothes, a hunched back, and a silent tongue. One day, the village was flooded. While everyone panicked, this failure was the only one who knew how to build a dam. He had spent 40 years studying the flow of the river in silence. He saved the town. The town didn't see a hero. They saw a shack. They judged the cover and almost drowned because of it. Story 2. The Golden Girl. She was the envy of everyone. Perfect hair, perfect grades, the perfect smile. Her cover was gold-plated. Everyone assumed she had it easy. They judged her as lucky and spoiled. But inside the book, she was fighting a war with her own mind. Every perfect grade was a desperate attempt to feel worthy of love. Her smile was a mask for a deep, hollow loneliness. Because everyone judged her cover as perfect, no one ever stopped to ask if she was okay. She was starving for connection, while everyone else was busy being jealous of her reflection. Story 3. The Shadow Master. There is a person you see every day. Maybe it's the janitor. Maybe it's the quiet person in the back of the classroom. You think they are ordinary. You think they have nothing to teach you. But that person has survived things that would break your spirit. They have a philosophy of life that is deeper than any textbook. They don't show it because they don't need your validation. They are masters of their own inner world. They allow you to believe the ordinary cover because they know that those who judge the surface don't deserve the treasure underneath. Here's the secret that most people will never tell you. Your judgment of others is actually a confession. When you say, "Look at how that person is dressed," they have no self-respect. What you are really saying is, "I am terrified of being judged for how I look." When you say, "They think they're so smart," what you are really saying is, "I feel intellectually inferior." Every time you point a finger at a cover, you are revealing a page of your own book. A person who is at peace with themselves has no need to tear down the packaging of others. If you want to master your shadow, you must realize that everyone you meet is a mirror. If you find yourself constantly judging, it means you are constantly judging yourself. You are living in a mental prison where everyone, including you, is reduced to a superficial category. Mastery is about seeing the complexity. It's about realizing that every person is a walking universe. They have a mother who loves them. They have a fear that keeps them up at night. They have a secret dream. When you realize this, your anger turns into empathy. Your judgment turns into curiosity. And suddenly, the world becomes a much bigger, much more beautiful place. So, here is your mission for this week. The next time you are about to judge someone on the road, in the office, or online, pause. Ask yourself, what am I not seeing? Look at the cover, but acknowledge it is a lie. Force yourself to find one reason why that person might be struggling. Maybe the person who cut you off in traffic is rushing to the hospital. Maybe the person who was rude to you just lost their job. Maybe the person who seems lazy is actually exhausted from fighting a silent illness. You don't have to be right, you just have to be open. By giving them the benefit of the doubt, you are giving yourself the gift of peace. You are choosing not to be a victim of your own assumptions. The cover of the book is for the bookstore. The content of the book is for the reader. Don't be a window shopper in this life. Don't just walk by and look at the displays. Be a reader. Take the time to understand the chapters, because one day you will want someone to look past your cover. You will want them to see the warrior, the dreamer, and the soul that lives behind your eyes. Be that person for someone else today. Stop judging. Start seeing. I am Shadow Mastery. If you found value in this, leave a comment below with the word depth. It lets me know who is actually listening to the message. Subscribe for more insights into the human shadow. Until next time, keep mastering your light by understanding your dark.